Hello, Kerr and education community. My name is Stacia Miller, and I am a professor at Midwestern State University in Wichita Falls, Texas. And we are members of the Texas Tech University system. Midwestern is a regional university. We are a PUI liberal arts institution with approximately 6,000 students. And I am a faculty member in the College of Education, and I also serve as the Director of Undergraduate Research. MSU does have an institutional membership through Kerr, and I personally have been a member of Kerr since 2013, and I am was formerly a counselor in the education division. So I'm very excited to be here today to talk to you all about a topic that I believe is important to consider in undergraduate research and fields of education. And so I've titled my presentation Data Literacy in Undergraduate Research, Cultivating Data Literacy Skills in Education Students. So let's be honest, the word research can sometimes feel intimidating, especially in education or even in kinesiology, which is the field that I teach in. Many of us don't immediately connect it to our daily work that we do, especially as teachers or educators in the classroom. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if we thought of research as simply data literacy? Because whether we're analyzing student performance or tracking athlete progress, we're constantly gathering and interpreting information. So today, I really want to explore how embracing this data-driven approach can empower us all and hopefully provide more opportunities to engage your education students in undergraduate research at institutions across the country. While we all can agree that the benefits of research and education are clear, I propose that we face several key challenges that can hinder our progress. These challenges go further to underscore the critical need for increased participation in undergraduate research. So I would like to focus on these 5 key challenges: limited capacity for research training, the pressure of time and resources, bridging the research practice divide, lack of diverse perspective, and strengthening data literacy. So I selected these 5, and we'll focus in on these. So first, limited capacity for research training. I believe that many educators enter the field without robust training in research methodologies, and this lack of preparation could create a barrier to effective inquiry. Therefore, we can involve undergraduates in research and cultivate a new generation of educators who are equipped with essential research skills from the outset. As far as the pressures of time and resources, educators are often stretched thin, leaving little room for in-depth research. This challenge really highlights the valuable contribution that undergraduates might be able to make in our field. Their participation could allow for expanded research capacity and provide essential support to educators, even enabling more comprehensive studies. As far as bridging the divide, I think it's too often that research findings remain isolated from practical classroom application. Undergraduate involvement could really facilitate a stronger connection between research and practice. Undergraduates can not only assist in the dissemination of research, but also might be able to help translate findings into actionable strategies for educators. Oftentimes, educational research can be criticized because of the lack of diverse perspective. So why not tap into the undergraduate students that we have that come from many different backgrounds and varied life experiences? This could even bring a wider view to the research process. And finally, the challenge of strengthening data literacy. So data literacy, the ability to analyze and interpret data, is essential for effective educational research. However, many of our educators feel underprepared in this area. Through undergraduate research, we can provide opportunities for students to develop strong data literacy skills, which will contribute not only to a more robust and data-driven research for our field, but also data-driven practices for the classrooms. So in summary, I believe that by actively engaging undergraduates in research, we're not only addressing these challenges, but we're also cultivating a culture of inquiry that can benefit the entire educational community. We'll empower our future educators and expand research capacity and ultimately improve outcomes for our students. While undergraduate research offers well-established advantages like problem-solving and engagement, given the challenges that I just discussed, I believe that it also provides a unique opportunity and crucial benefits that are specific for our aspiring educators and faculty in colleges of education. So I'd like to talk first about the benefits to the undergraduate students. First of all, it leads to enhanced critical thinking and pedagogical skills. These research experiences really require students to develop skills in planning, implementing, and evaluating, which often translates directly to improved lesson planning, classroom management, and assessment practices. Furthermore, it could lead to a deeper understanding of learning and development. By conducting research, future educators can gain a deeper understanding of how students learn, develop, and interact with educational materials, and this knowledge could allow them to create more effective and engaging learning experiences for the classroom. Furthermore, participation in undergraduate research can cultivate a growth mindset. With research involving experimentation, failure, and revision, this might help future educators develop a growth mindset and embrace the challenges as opportunities for learning. And I believe that this mindset is vital for adapting to the ever-changing landscape of education. And lastly, I think that undergraduate research is important to the development of evidence-based practice. Engaging in research can teach our future educators how to critically evaluate educational practices and policies, and they can foster a commitment to using evidence to inform their decisions. They will learn how to find and interpret research studies, which I think is important for staying current with best practices in the field. And as we've had increases in the use of AI in education, I believe that it also relates to the ethics of AI as well. We can teach our students to not just analyze, but to critically evaluate sources, potential biases, where information comes from. We can also emphasize the ethical considerations around data privacy, security, and responsible data handling. Therefore, teaching our students how to use AI effectively and ethically. So, not only is the undergraduate research experience beneficial to the students, but I think the benefits may go even deeper for education faculty and offer targeted advantages that are essential for their own teaching and professional development. Oh, goodness. Sorry. So, first of all, I'd like to talk about the enhanced teaching effectiveness as a benefit. Mentoring undergraduate research often prompts faculty to re-examine their own pedagogical approaches, and this can lead to more innovative and effective teaching methods. It can also foster a deeper understanding for the student learning process and allow faculty to tailor their instruction more effectively. Next, I'd like to talk about curriculum development and innovation and staying engaged within the field. So working with undergraduate research on research projects can really generate new ideas for curriculum development, and it can lead to the integration of cutting-edge research into our coursework. It also allows us as faculty to stay abreast of the emerging research trends and challenges and ensuring that we stay relevant and impactful. There's also an opportunity to strengthen our mentorship skills and our advising skills. So I think through mentoring research projects, we build stronger relationships with our students, and this enhances those skills, and it provides opportunities also for us to identify and nurture our promising future educators. And lastly, just like students, I think that it contributes to our evidence-based educational practices. We play a crucial role in generating evidence that informs educational policy and practice, and through engaging in mentoring research, we can help bridge the gap between the research and the real-world application. So I want to go back to thinking about data literacy in education. In my experiences, it's been very challenging to spark interest in undergraduate research among our education students and my kinesiology students, especially if they've never even considered doing research before, or maybe that word research really scares them. And that's why today I'm proposing that we reframe undergraduate research as data literacy and think about data literacy skills that students need that will be effective for their career path. So just to clarify, data literacy that we're talking about is the ability to interpret, analyze, and communicate data effectively. And it's becoming increasingly crucial in various academic disciplines, and it's a very valuable skill for teachers to have. So once again, I'm proposing that undergraduate research experiences offer a unique opportunity to cultivate data literacy skills in our students, and this can really have an impact on our students becoming effective educators. And we can enhance data literacy in education through these undergraduate research opportunities. So you may be wanting some examples of what this might look like, and so I selected 3 projects that actually have been in collaboration with our Office of Undergraduate Research and College of Education faculty and students. And so I want to quickly go over these just to kind of give you an overview and an idea of how maybe one could use data literacy. And think about research in this way. So the first one was a fitnessgram testing and goal setting project. This was some kinesiology students and a kinesiology professor. Students in physical education, teacher candidates in physical education do have to learn how to use fitness testing data This is something that in the state of Texas is actually required of all physical educators to test their students at least once a year. And we know that a lot of times that these tests, the data from these tests and stuff go unused, and students really don't take it seriously. But there's some research that has offered that if students know and understand the purpose of testing, the meaning of the results, and how to improve their weaknesses, it can actually create a positive perception of fitness testing. So these students were able to go into a local elementary classroom and help a teacher collect data, work with students to set goals, design activities and calendars, and collect some Fitbit data and journal data from these students to really help figure out how to do a better job with fitness testing. And so they analyzed their student data to determine effectiveness, and they found significant improvements in all of their students as far as the fitness testing from pre to post. And also they found that many of the elementary students learned how to set fitness goals and really thought that these fitness goals were important, and they acquired knowledge and skills for maintaining and improving their own fitness. So they were really able to learn an important skill that can transfer to their future careers as physical educators. And use data that we often, do a poor job of using. Another project, this middle one here, is on utilizing AI to enhance lesson plans. And I thought this was a really interesting project. Some of our students who were in upper level education classes and they were already creating lesson plans did this project with 2 of our faculty. We know that students are using AI to create lesson plans and write lesson plans, but are these AI platforms that are built for teachers, are they good? Are they creating quality lesson plans? And so that was kind of their goal. They wanted to analyze the tools and synthesize the benefits and limitations of using AI for lesson planning. And so they used qualitative document analysis and examined these lesson plans using the ULD framework. And what they ultimately found is that using AI can be beneficial to teachers, right? But they found that still teacher knowledge is necessary, that AI does not do a good job of planning for diverse learners, technology, and creativity is not there that you would get when the teacher themselves designs the lesson. So they did find that AI can be useful, but we still need that human touch of the teacher and the educator to go in and do what is best practice. And then lastly, a student was interested in looking at assessment technology. He was, we require our students to use technology in their lesson plans. And one of the things that they often also have to do is use technology for assessment. And he was using a lot of different technology tools for formative assessment and wanted to really determine what was the most helpful technology for students. What did students find the most interesting and the easiest to use? And so he used some different technologies with college students. And for formative assessment, worked with some professors and faculty in our college to use different technologies and then find out, what did students think. And students really felt that all the different types of technology were moderately helpful, but ultimately he found that the game-based seemed to be the most enjoyable and that students really liked the immediate feedback that they got from technology. And so he was able to, continue to use technology more effectively in his own lesson planning and practices. So you may be wondering, how do you get started or how do you do this? And so here is a breakdown of how you can navigate and effectively communicate the value of research to your students. First of all, reframe research to emphasize data literacy. Make it seem less intimidating and more relevant to their future careers, as in the examples that I just talked about. Focus on the practical application and the action research piece, right? Connect research to the real-world classroom scenarios. Explain how it can help with student learning, improving teaching, addressing the challenges that we have in education. Furthermore, connect it to their career goals and their personal growth. Research experience can make students more competitive in the job market, and it can maybe open opportunities for furthering their education or leadership. And so I think if we help them understand how these research experiences help them stand out when applying for jobs or pursuing further education, they may see the value. I also think that it's important for us to start offering more research-based courses. How can we integrate research into our own coursework that we're already doing, into things that we're already doing in our classrooms? And how can we design assignments that have research potential so that we can start to pick students or find students who may have knowledge or interest or passion for something that would really lead to a good undergraduate research project. Thank you for your time, and feel free to reach out to me at stacia.miller@msutexas.edu if you have any further questions about the things covered in this webinar.